Madam President, thank you very much for inviting me for this conference. This is a special moment for me, being here with my Iranian friends and with my friends from all of Europe and all of the democratic world, showing my solidarity with the struggle of Iranian people for democracy. In Iran, we are dealing with a totalitarian regime, no doubt. A regime that murders the Iranians and endangers peace and security in the region and wider world. Today, the tentacles of the mullahs regime are active in Yemen, Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. The Houthis recently fired a missile towards Saudi Arabia. This missile had been given to them by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. And once again, it showed that banking on the Iranian regime as a moderate force and partner in stabilizing the region is an illusion. Because of its heinous crimes against the Iranian people and around the world, the IRGC was rightly put on the list of terrorist organizations by the United States. I firmly believe that Europe should follow suit as well. This is right, an overdue step in the right direction. But what is the most effective way to counter this brutal regime? Iran has a well-organized and long-established resistance movement and opposition, representing all sections of the Iranian society, which can be relied on as a constructive power. This resistance is led by its president-elect, Mrs. Miriam Rajavi, who has a 10-point plan for a future Iran which seeks to be a secular republic with democratic elections, the outlawing of all discrimination, broad-spectrum gender equality, elimination of the death penalty, and harmonious and peaceful coexistence with other countries in the area and internationally. This is a plan which can be represented by Western democracies. Regime change in Iran is possible and within reach and must be affected by the people in the country, and this is an insight that shows how important the Iranian resistance is, because it has its deep roots in that society and is connected to the Iranian people by 1,000 threads. Here I would like to mention that the Iranian regime, however, does not idly contemplate all the progress made by the Iranian resistance. My many years of experience with the European Parliament shows that the Tehran regime has always been trying to demonize this legitimate opposition movement in any way which they can. Just to give you two examples, I will not mention the names, but there are some European politicians who both have made themselves the mouthpiece of the propaganda of the Tehran mullahs, which is a shame because their efforts is concentrated on downplaying the dictatorship in Iran and discrediting its legitimate opposition movement. Their aim is to exclude the main Iranian opposition from public opinion formation. We cannot let that happen. To the contrary, we should do everything possible to ensure that the Iranian resistance is heard. I summarize. Our governments in the EU should give priority to human rights in dealing with Iran. No real politic or business interest can push human rights into the background. Europe must effectively fight the destructive role of the Iranian regime in the region. The Revolutionary Guard's EU terrorist listening is a step in that direction. With this in mind, I welcome the recent resolution from the European Parliament calling for blacklisting the IRGC. The National Council of Resistance of Iran is our trusted partner in strengthening peace. We should build on that. Thank you very much.